The report of the Public Works Committee, Alderman Potticary.
Mr. Mayor and Council, the Public Works Committee would like to present its 8th report. Excuse me. We're holding back item 2 and item 3 until after the report, and we are moving the rest.
You're holding which ones?
2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Yeah.
Are there any questions of items other than 2 or 3? Beg your pardon? 4, 5, and 9. Those in favor of the balance? 6. Are there any others? Those in favor of the balance? Carried. Alderman Potticary, what do you wish to do with item 2?
Well, I would suggest we go on with the items questioned, and then we'll go back to 2 and 3, all right?
Thank you. Item number 4 was questioned. Who questioned that? Alderman Nicholson.
Yes, I'd just like to commend the Public Works Committee for changing the recommendation from a fine of $15 to a fine of $30. I think it's a much more reasonable fine and will act as a better deterrent for the commercial vehicles in residential areas.
Those in favor? Carried. 5 was questioned.
Yeah.
Nobody questioned 5?
I got it.
Oh, Alderman Nicholson.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, refer to page 362, I think it is, in the report. Oh, right, excuse me. Yes, 358. There was some question at the committee that the standards would be revised to include, where possible, the flushing and sweeping off non-curb and gutter streets. Now, it was in the minutes, but it's not in the backup information, and I'm just of a question, is it now included as part of submission to this council as part of the standards for sweeping and flushing of streets?
The proposed quality standards for non-curb and gutter streets, at the present time, it is twice per year. The proposed standard will be as required by the people on the street. In other words, they phone in to us about a problem.
Well, I'm looking at, if you can help me here then. I'm looking at a motion by Alderman Aker on page 317, adding that one further section be amended to add that non-curb and gutter streets shall be mechanically swept or flushed as required on a complaint basis where physically practical, but no more frequently than the level of service established for curb and gutter streets of the same road classification.
As amended.
But when I check the backup on page 358, that's not in there. And I'm trying to determine, is that clause included?
As amended. Is the amendment in there? As amended by the committee.
That includes that amendment by Alderman Aker at the committee level.
Yeah.
And that'll now be included as a third or fourth paragraph now?
Right.
In item 1?
As required. What page is that on there? All right, let me just get the page, This was a amendment moved by Alderman Aker, and I quote, "Non-curb and gutter streets shall be mechanically swept or flushed as required on a complaint basis where physically practical, but no more frequently than the level of service established for curb and gutter streets of the same road classification." That's on page 317.
Yeah. Is that now going to be added as the fourth
Yeah.
paragraph after number 1
That's it.
on page 358?
Yeah, as amended.
Okay. The reason I question that is I did question that at the committee because the original report seemed to set up a small conflict between services to people paying the same taxes. Now that the amendment's gone in and people on non-curb and gutter streets will be getting the opportunity on a complaint basis and where physically practical, I'll support the recommendation.
Item 5. Those in favor?
Oh, Mr. Chairman.
Oh, I'm sorry. Douglas Wilson. Douglas Wilson, I'm sorry.
I would just like to commend the committee on page 369, where you're dealing with the quality of standard for boulevard grading, and your objective is to provide safe and convenient conditions for pedestrian traffic. by cutting the boulevards down so they drain clear faster, and I think that's very commendable. I wonder also if could you explain like a bit of a street like Simcoe Street? It's a regional street, I think. Like I live Simcoe Street North. It's regional street. Would our department be in charge of maintaining the boulevards there?
That's strictly a regional responsibility. Matter of fact, there's somebody on that area right now would like to get some resodding done, apparently promised to them by the region 2 years ago.
Well, for heaven's
If
sake.
we could, we would.
Thank you very much.
But, yeah.
Are you ready for item number 5? Those in favor, carried. 6, somebody